Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. This is a really fun trade that we did in the room yesterday, and I think it's the first time in a long time that we've had a triple in less than 24 hours. And this was one where we actually got in it here after earnings based on a very, very specific trigger, and then today got out of 90% of the position. So this is one that we bought the options at $4.71 and then sold 9 of the 10 contracts at $15. So a nice little triple there. And the question you might be thinking is, well, why not continue to hang on to this? Well, you know, the quick volatile ups can also be quick volatile downs. And as a rule of thumb, if it triples like that, there's a saying, it's like there's no really great way to manage the last third of an extreme move like that. One of the best ways to manage it is to take some money off the table. You'll note that I'm keeping a one contract here, which I'll just do a trailing stop with in case it's going to keep going. Realistically, I probably should have sold maybe 7 contracts and kept 3, but that was a fantastic move. The other similar post-earnings setup that I'm looking at here is on Priceline. So we're starting to get a squeeze here. It looks like it's about ready to make its move. I'm not anticipating a triple like on Kite because Kite had very high short interest and a smaller float. But this one on Priceline is a good one here for put credit spreads, even that expire this week. And we're going to start looking at those for this week. And then someone today asked us, like, my gosh, the markets were going crazy. What's a trade that I could put on right now? And I still like Alibaba here. This is a trade we've been in for a couple days. You know, it's not exploding here or anything like that, but it's just nice and steady. I mean, we've got a squeeze right now. It hasn't even triggered yet. We're not too extended, and we've got the opportunity to kind of break through here and move up. And so I think the most important thing on something like this is really focus on constructing a theta positive position within the expected move. Okay, we're not looking for anything too, astounding or anything like that. You'll notice that the long calls here, the $100 calls, those have 16 days. So we're giving that one the most room here. But then we got the 103, 101 puts that expire this week. Sold that for almost $1. We're looking where we could start buying that back here and take that risk off the table. This actually, it looks like it's a naked call, but the way this is structured, it's a diagonal that ties in here. We just place it as a separate trade that has 9 days of expiration. And then today we did a new 104, 101 put credit spread. You can see that one's down a little bit. And we did that one today about 2 o'clock. I still like this. Again, not looking for any explosive move here, just looking for quiet to slightly higher is the overall plan of that one. All right, for those of you that don't know, upcoming on March 8th from 6 to 8 Central, and so March 8th is next week, I think it's Wednesday, Chris Brecher, and I'll scroll down more and you can see his full picture, is going to be doing a class. I love the name of it. It's called Sunset Options System, How to Exploit Friday Expiration. Now, it's funny, from a futures trading perspective, Friday is the worst day to trade. You know, we've joked around. It's like, hey, don't lose your ASS on a Friday. That's in relation to futures trading. As it relates to options trading, Friday is actually the best day to trade for a couple of reasons. So Chris is going to dive in. He's going to do a class from March 8th from 6 to 8 to detail the strategies that he uses there. And then you'll also notice that there's a March 10th session from 12 to 3. Okay. So what he's going to do, he's going to have a strategy class where he's going to teach you everything. Okay. And then if you want to do live trading, which I highly recommend, you'll see that there's a strategy plus live trading. So that's $247. That includes this. And then he also has a service that he does this with. And what's nice is you can actually tie in, if you're not a member of his already, you can actually tie in at a discount 3 months of his service and get locked and loaded for all of this. So I'll scroll down here, and Chris has been doing this for 30 plus years. I learn something from him every time I listen to him speak. I will be attending this just to make sure that I understand and know all the nuances of how he's looking at the market on Friday expiration. I mean, I've got things that I like to do, but he's very, very active on those Fridays, and he takes advantages of a lot of moves that I'm not necessarily looking at, okay? And the day that you've decided that you know everything that there is to know about trading is essentially the day you stop making money, okay? And so this is something where I always enjoy finding classes like this where I'm going like, man, that's stuff that I really want to learn, and then participating as a student. So what he's going to be talking about, how to trade big momentum stocks on options expiration, even if you have a small account. This is really, really cool because guess what? On Friday expiration, you can trade. The leverage available on Friday expiration is astronomical if you know how to exploit it, okay? And you can do it for very low risk. Why market makers create a brief but consistent window of opportunity for us to exploit. How to trade super cheap options within a 4-hour window with almost zero premium. Okay, that's freaking awesome. How to know exactly what price to pay for these options. No guesswork involved. This is something that Chris taught me just from his work on the floor. He's like, look, this is what you want to pay. I'm like, got it. How to quickly scan for the specific chart patterns on a list of up to 68 target stocks. How to rapidly grow a small account with 1 and 2 lot trades, and obviously how to scale into bigger positions. And then how to follow the same step-by-step process that he uses to select trades for his own account. So very, very, very specific. Plus, as always on something like this, he's going to be throwing in a lot more information. So this is how this works. If you're, look, this is going to be an awesome class. If you're an active options trader, this is a no-brainer. The strategy class is on March 8th. That's just $147. Now, the idea with this is that the strategy is awesome, but the live trading is even better. Is extremely true for this situation. So for this, the live trading is going to be March 10th, which of course is a Friday, starting at noon Central into the close. That's $247. Of course, this includes that. The idea that you make up the cost of this class during the session is extremely high probability. Okay. And then, of course, if you also want to continue to get his updates and things like that, you can also tack on 3 months of his service. So anyway, this is going to be a lot of fun. Chris is a very entertaining speaker. He puts a lot of energy into this kind of stuff if you've never heard him speak before. And he knows more tips and tricks about the options market than anyone else I've ever met. So this one will be a lot of fun. Simplertrading.com/sunset. Looking forward to seeing you there.